What's up, guys? We're back for another video, and today we're talking about balling on a budget. Are you balling on a budget? Maybe your cash ain't sitting like it needs to normally. Especially if you're a photographer, there's always ways to spend your money very fast. Today's video is to help you find maybe a way or two to get around spending some of your money. So, on this episode of Balling on a Budget, we're gonna be talking about natural light versus Speedlite versus strobe. Obviously, you can always use natural light. Natural light is outside unless you live somewhere like Alaska in the wintertime where the sun doesn't come out but for like 2 or 3 hours, maybe 4 hours, then it's gonna be very difficult to use natural light. You're gonna have to pick your time of day. But if you live somewhere like Florida, Louisiana, California, anywhere in the continental USA South, you'll probably be able to get a lot of free natural light. And we'll talk about that first. So for natural light, some things you can use to help you because you're balling on the budget, maybe a little reflector action. I don't know if you can see that on me, making me shine a little bit. This is a great tool. Usually you can get these for 50, 40 bucks, something like that, 5-in-1. I got the black on this side, got the silver, then inside here, yeah, we've been rough with this one. You got your white and your gold, and then you got your translucent. So you got those options to all reflect sunlight back in your subject's face versus something like this, which I bought this one used and it was like 300 bucks. With this one, you get an option of shooting a little flash action. I don't know if you can see that, but the flash, you put it on your camera, you know, it's $300, you buy it one time. And I think they have off brands, like Young Nuo has one. I was looking it up earlier. It was like 150 bucks. So if you get the off brand version for your camera system, you could potentially get an even cheaper version of this. I'm a believer of always sticking with Canon because I have Canon cameras and I want all the electronics to talk together. I remember early in my career, I picked up something that was a third-party accessory for my camera, and I just had a lot of trouble with it. And when I would call Canon, they would say, oh, it must be your lens. And when I called the lens people, they would be like, oh no, it must be your camera. And I wasn't getting anywhere. So from that day forward, I just kind of said, whatever the brand of the camera is, I'm gonna try to stick with all the same accessories if I can. Obviously, when I'm shooting with other bigger strobes, Canon doesn't make any huge strobes, so you kind of got to choose to pick the off-brand that works with the best customer service. The person who actually told me to stick with the same camera brand was this guy named Kirk Vauclain. You can find him on Facebook, Instagram. He's always doing reels. He's a hilarious guy. He knows so much about photography. He's truly like a photography master. But if you check out, just look up Kirk Vauclain photography. He's from like Houma, Louisiana. Hilarious guy. Super smart though. So this is an option, and you get this from anywhere from $100 all the way to $1,000. They have some $1,000 ones like this as well, like the Canon EL1. It's a hoss. I've used it before on a conference. And then we have what we like to call strobes. This is a Westcott FJ 200. This light, 200 watt strobe. It's gonna have more power than this, which is awesome. And the only downside to this one is you're gonna need this. You're gonna need a remote to tell it to work. So you're spending a little bit more with this than you were with this or the free sunlight, which is outside. So you can make a decision on which one you wanna use. But today we're talking about balling on a budget. I've shot natural light on lots of shoots before. Sometimes I prefer it, depends on the time of day. Recently we've been shooting stuff for a Nexus mount. It's a mount that you hang on the fence for to record your kids' baseball games or softball games, or even they have a Nexus mount for hockey. You can, I use natural light to photograph their outdoor stuff, and then I did use some artificial light to get my hero shots, which you can see on the screen. A while back, me and Elijah did a behind the scenes on Instagram where we were showing people us doing hero shots of Nexus. Obviously, we had artificial light that day, but Natural light can be your friend. It works good in certain situations, especially if you understand how to use subtractive light and stuff like that. If you want to find out more about learning how to do photography, we have actually a full-on course on the channel. We'll tag that so you guys can see just a lot of different things about entry-level photography. I believe it's is it three videos? It's 3 or 4 videos of just all entry-level photography content. So you might be able to learn something, or you can drop comments in if there's something I missed. So on today's Balling with a Budget video, use that natural light. If you want to get some dynamic shots, if you want to elevate it, spend a little bit of money, get you one of these, 50 bucks. If your budget is healthier, $100 to $1,000, you can get a decent one of these. And then if you want to go all the way, get some of these. Now they have these, like I have Westcotts, but you can go all the way up to Pro Photo, Brown Color, LM Chrome. So there's multiple options. There's Godox. A lot of people use Godox. Ever since Creator Series, I've been a fan of the Westcott brand. Oh, by the way, Creator Series Season 2, it's on. I hope you guys are watching it. Who you rooting for, I want to know in the comments. But we use Westcott here. So that's our video for today. Ball on the budget. Let me know what you choose. Let me know what you're doing. See you later. Peace.